podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all more, visit geek-io.net, and to help support the network, patreon.com/geekio.
This is S4, bringing you the best in water cooling for over a century of episodes. The following podcast spoilers for the TV shows covered, and incredibly bad, and the use of incredibly bad language to spoil TV shows. If this is something you're into, then welcome to the one, the only, the Small Screen Spoiler Show.
I should change that music because I remember once upon a time I was hyped for the Game of Thrones finale. Hi everybody,
and then that happened.
Yeah, and then that happened. Hi everybody, welcome to the Small Screen Spoiler Show, episode number 106. I am CJ Pants Boat, and that man, that man right there is of course Jared. I actually did some Azevedo.
How much? Who knows?
Who knows?
Some.
And of course, the man in the intro. The man in the intro in the invisible third chair, of course, belongs to the one, the only, the lovely, the talented, the beautiful, the stunning, the super attractive, especially while he's in bed. Darrell, he's actually jumping through black holes. Shayler. Oh, Darrell. Darrell. I have a feeling we're going to have words. Just, I have a feeling. Hey, Jazz.
Oh, hi.
What are we talking about tonight?
Well, tonight we're going to talk about Mr. Robot, Season 4, Episode 1, Unauthorized, Batwoman, or Batwoman, Season 1, Episode 1 Pilot, Supergirl, Season 5, Episode 1, Event Horizon, and Flash, Season 6, Episode 1, Into the Void. It's season premiere night on the Small Screen Spoiler Show.
Can actually make the joke.
I know. I guess they finally got enough money to pay the rights for that song.
I can't imagine that it's much. I mean, even with it being Queen, I can't imagine that it's much. Anywho.
I'm sure it's enough. It's Queen.
Yeah, it's fair.
Probably blew 2/3 of the budget just to play that song.
Yeah, the CG was a little weird, but we'll get to that. Anyway, we are going to take a quick break from our sponsors to pay some bills, because we have to pay some bills. For you podcast listeners, stay tuned. Sound okay and everything?
Mostly. I mean, they're a tiny bit crunchy, and there does appear to be a delay, because I seem to be interrupting you unintentionally.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm going to have to blow up my computer, and hopefully that does something to it. I hope it does something to it. Anyway. So I'm not going to, but I can. Twitch gave us the ability to run now because we are affiliated.
Spiffy.
I'll do that during like streams, but not during this, because that's not what this is for, because reasons. All right. Any dang way. Let's get back into it in 3. And welcome back. If you want an ad-free experience, make sure you tune in live Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern over at twitch.tv/geekio show, or head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/geekio for an ad-free master feed of all the stuff that we do. It's real cool, and it helps keep the lights on here at the network. So I put Mr. Robot up first because I really need to talk about Mr. Robot. So let's talk about Mr. Robot, shall we?
Please, let's talk about Mr. Robot.
All right then, it's been almost 2 years since we last talked by Mr. Robot, so let's work on it back with Season 4, Episode 1, Unauthorized. They're going with 400 errors. I'm not going to make them. I'm also not going to get anything from reading reviews, since the only thing more confusing than the show is trying to understand someone else trying to understand the show.
No.
He didn't watch a show, so now he reads the IMDb description. Christmas season, Elliot and Mr. Robot meet later. Darlene deals with real trouble. Tyrell is bored. Dom becomes annoyed.
Oh, shut up, Darrell. It's not time for Batwoman yet. I'm glad that Angela's death was not put into the IMDb.
Yeah. Wow, right off the gate, huh?
Yeah, kind of off panel too. Like, it was a real bad dummy that they popped. Like they walked away from it. It was obvious that it was no longer Portia Doubleday there. They're just like, nope, Portia Doubleday is too damn important to work on this show anymore. Not that we had Freddie goddamn Mercury on here anymore, but hey, Portia Doubleday is
we
just
spent all of the money getting him back.
yeah. We needed to finish the show, so we had to spend Freddie Mercury money to get Freddie Mercury. So yeah.
And Christian Slater's a producer, so he's going to show up. But,
Well, and I noticed that Rami Malek is now too. I don't think he was a producer on previous seasons.
I mean, he may be. I'm sure he can now.
Yeah, he has money.
Mr.
He's an Emmy Award winner
Freddie
now,
Mercury.
or Oscar Award winner now. He's good.
Did he win, or was he just nominated?
I think he won. Didn't he win?
Now I don't know for sure.
Did Rami Malek win an Oscar?
Malek.
I'm not
He
sure
was
if
in
Rami Malek
Bohemian
won, but I
Rhapsody.
can help you search for award
He
winners by
did.
movie.
He did win an Oscar.
Yeah,
You're
yes.
right.
I'm fairly sure he did because no Academy in their right mind would not give a movie about Freddie Mercury an Oscar, and he deserved it. He is
Yeah, well, you
great
never
in that
know.
movie.
Oh, he is very good. He's the best thing about that movie.
Oh, by far. Like it is obvious that it is a movie for Freddie Mercury and for Freddie Mercury fans, not even necessarily Queen fans, but definitely Freddie Mercury and Freddie Mercury fans. But yeah, it was. Oh boy. So yeah, first scene. They don't even split the cold open like the previously on into the cold open. They just continue on with the previously on, and then just fucking shoot Angela. Cool. All right.
Right in the face.
Yeah. Like
In the face.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. That happened. All right. We are not pulling punches in the final season at all.
No, I was like, is that really it for Angela? She's
Yeah,
gone,
I'm like,
done,
that
dead?
can't be it. This show's like unreliable narrator of the show. That can't be. Oh, okay. That's apparently cool. No, Zoom, I do not want to update you. Stop. I'll do later.
Stop asking. I don't want to update anything ever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Please stop talking. I wish you wouldn't say that. I wish you wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I mean that guy, freaking
running.
what's his nuts?
Price
having to freaking basically kill his own daughter. Like that couldn't have felt good.
Well, he tried and failed.
He
Save
did.
her.
He did. It's because he is a horrible individual in general. So I mean, there's that. Oh boy. And then we get into.
But it does make Hey, just in case you forgot, White Rose is our villain.
Yeah. Just so you don't think that Price is the bad guy in this one, the full bad guy, the end boss. Nope. You definitely remember that White Rose is it. So it was.
We've established our end boss. She's on a balcony in the Pacific somewhere. I don't know. Maybe in Europe.
Possibly.
Who knows?
Possibly in China because that seems relevant. This show seemed to dial into the China thing pretty well, pretty quickly. Like that was, even though it was before the show aired, that was also. Hey, remember guys, this show still takes place in 2015.
Yeah, they went ahead and established that.
Yeah,
I forgot. I was like, oh right, this isn't common. This isn't current day. They're sticking with times moving in Showtime. It was current day when it started, but that was 2014.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
2015.
And good for them for doing that, like not trying to do a time skip or anything like that, and for reminding people in a innocent way, like it wasn't ham-fisted reminding you that it was 2015 in there. It was slid in there comfortably,
just like Jake Busey.
Yes, just like Baby Busey. We got Baby Busey back, you guys.
He's back again. I know you didn't watch season 3 of Stranger Things, but he was there too, playing basically the same character. But it's always good to see him.
Kind of just
as
plays
the
that
sweaty,
one character.
misogynistic creep. And I'm okay with it. He plays it really well.
Yeah.
He was much sweatier in this one, though.
For good
Probably
reason.
from all the blow.
Yeah, blow and underage Skyping, jerking off apparently.
Yeah.
We had to instantly make him a villain. That's the one thing that's the one thing I didn't like about this. I'm like, I understand people like that exist, but man, that was like, yep, this guy is dead. Like, there's no way that that this is gonna keep going on. There's no way this is a returning character at all. And yep, they gave us that right away.
Wasn't how I was expecting it to play out, but okay.
Yeah, I'm glad they decided to not put this suicide on camera. I guess they learned their lesson from the last time they did that.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah.
This was much more effective, I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. There is something like if you want an emotional response, there is very few ways you can get as good of an emotional response than showing something so visceral on screen. They definitely are not pulling back the punches on the language, though, because I like how they're like willing to drop F-bombs left, right, and sideways, but they're not willing to show somebody get shot on panel.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. It's like, man, USA, okay.
Yeah,
Everybody's
and like
just
not only F-bombs, man. They pulled out a "See You Next Tuesday" in there, like.
Oh yeah, and they did that too. I was there.
I watched mine on my. I watched
we'll
mine
get to
on my
Janice.
DVR. Oh yeah, we'll get to Janice. I watched mine on my DVR, and I remember back in the day when this show first started airing, if you watched it on cable, it was censored, so you get a whole lot of, "What the are you talking about?" They would do the dead audio F-bombs. Nope.
Yeah, and it was usually like one or two, maybe
Yeah.
per episode. It was just like, nah, man, it's cool.
Yeah, no.
They're all over the place.
Final
well
season. Final season, we don't care. Oh, I'm waiting for that one. I'm waiting for Darrell just to rip off her shirt and go crazy one of these days. I don't want to see it, but I'm waiting for it.
Rubber shirt, hop on a dragon, and fly right into E-Corp.
Yep.
Oh, wait. I'm mixing things up here.
It's still a better finale than Game of Thrones.
Darrell of the Unburning.
Oh, wow. Don't they call what's riding the dragon or riding the pale horse? Is that cocaine? That might be cocaine. I don't know. I don't do drugs.
The pale horse, I think, is heroin.
Ah. So what Elliot had.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So, yeah, Angela dies, and then we have a confrontation between the person who we initially thought was going to be our end bad guy in the series, and then the actual end bad person. Like, there is no one in this world more dangerous and evil than White Rose.
Absolutely.
They're uncaring.
She doesn't care who's in her way or what she has to do.
Yeah, their unwillingness to waver on their actions, as well as their uncaring and flinching waver towards human life, just works so well. Because Baby Busey was a sellout for White Rose, and he had to end his own life for White Rose, and they didn't care. I know they refer to White Rose and her persona as her, and I forget her male name, but I get pronouns confused, so I'm just gonna stick with they them pronouns. It's easier for me.
Sure. More on that in Flash.
Yeah. And freaking the W in CW stands for woke.
All in due time.
Geez. So much happened in this fucking episode. Oh my god, my head hurts, and I just watched it. So Rachel kind of got caught into watching this. She's watched bits and pieces of the series through the 4 seasons that we've watched it. This is her first episode that she's watched anything through. And she called it, she goes, so I tuned in for the Freddie Mercury, and what I got was all I can consider is Sexy Guy Legion, because she is infatuated with Rami Malek now. She goes,
okay.
So
Not sure.
Tell me what happened. I'm like, I've watched every episode of this, sometimes twice. I have no idea. Like, I have no fucking clue what just happened. What's real? What's fake? Like,
who's who? What's real? What's fake? Who's narrating?
I'm
now
sure
Elliot's scarier than Mr. Robot, and Mr. Robot's talking to us instead of Elliot, and Darlene is, I don't know, completely.
I'm not entirely sure
mind.
Darlene is actually still alive, or at least not brain dead in a hospital somewhere.
She's just another personality.
Yeah, like I'm not entirely sure that's not actually the case.
That makes sense. I mean, we only saw her alone with Elliot. We didn't see both of them at the party together, so. Yeah, I don't remember Angela living with Darlene.
I think she
why
did.
Does Angela have a room there? I thought Angela had her own place.
I think
so confused.
Or it was a fall. It was a fall of her point, and I don't remember. Yeah, like Darlene is just going crazy and insane, and I mean, I like her like this. I actually like her better when she's going crazy cuckoo Cocoa Puffs than when she's like down to earth, like serious Darlene. But
runs in the family.
Man, it's good. It's so there.
I'm just gonna yell at everyone.
Yeah.
Stop touching Angela's stuff.
Yeah, so Darlene going crazy cuckoo Cocoa Puffs is just I like her, but yeah, her just screaming at everybody. This party that just randomly happens.
Well, that's pretty on par. Basically, throughout the entire series, there's always a party going on, and Darlene is there
Yeah,
doing
fair.
drugs.
Fair. That is
All the drugs.
That is valid. That is very valid.
And it's in Angela's old apartment.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
Darlene was living with Angela. Maybe that's how it
Possibly.
worked.
Possibly. That makes sense. That makes more sense than Darlene living with Angela living with Darlene.
Yeah.
Because wasn't there a thing where they were on again, off again between the two of them?
Yeah, kind of. So probably. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
most likely.
remember Darlene caring about Angela that much, but maybe she did.
Because I
But
know
Elliot was more-
Darlene definitely swings both ways, and I think Angela did for both,
Oh yeah, yeah. She.
both of those siblings.
Oh, that's right. Oof.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeesh.
Yeah, oof.
And Dom, don't forget that one.
Yeah, and
He's made her
Dom.
rounds.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, Angela is pretty problematic to the plot, so I'm surprised she lasted this long.
They just really like Portia Doubleday, and they didn't want to kill her off yet. But
she
this
was-
is the final season, so out of the gate, she's dead. Bye.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, admittedly, at least so hey, at least this final season, we're willing to pull the rug from under people and subvert expectations. I'm very angry about the Game of Thrones finale.
Still, after all these months.
Dude, I know people who are still angry about the Lost finale. Don't at me.
I'm one of the people who actually like the Lost finale, but I know I'm in the minority. Me and Tom Merritt.
I'm in the minority of hating the entire series, but moving on.
Yeah, I know you hate this series, but it's one of my favorites. So
15 years old this year, which is weird to think about.
yeah, I know.
Time is weird.
Time is so weird, especially the more of it you experience.
Yeah, and speaking of time, yeah, freaking the bouncing between Mr. Robot and Elliot in the Grand Central Station and things like that with Baby Busey. That was one thing this show is
Fantastic.
just so brilliant about. It's just like those 1-2 punches. Like it's not even like the unreliable narrator or anything like that anymore. It is just fantastic. And you never understand what's going on, so you just kind of sit back and enjoy the ride as it happens.
No, I'm really, really loving how they're shooting it now. Like now that they're both like aware of each other and they're working together, like the way they kind of shoot them together, but then like somebody walk in the room and it's one or the other, and then it like flips back and forth, and the way that they were shooting the whole train station, Grand Central Station thing, where Mr. Robot's like walking around following him, but he actually wasn't there. He was just watching him on the cameras the whole time, and I'm like, oh, it's so smart.
It is. It's
This
so,
show's smart. Show's smart, my brain.
By the way, you can still go to showbot.tv and add show titles. I think I have to, though, because I'm the only one with the Twitch login. Never mind. Shut up, CJ. You can still do bang add title in the chat, and it'll still load through. So we don't have to be live for that to work. Twitch.tv/Geeko show when my computer is not running like shit. I will restream this show.
We'll be live again someday.
Next episode will be live because I will have by that point cleaned out my computer and got rid of a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so the whole man, everything about this show is just so freaking brilliant. And you don't really want it to be. But you know the best part about this show is they haven't had to deal with 2016 yet for no particular reasons. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
They have their own evil corp.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Or E Corp, which is good guys now, because the narrative has changed.
Well, I think it's more so that Elliot is no longer after them and he understands what's going on with them. So it is no longer Evil Corp, because Tyrell is not evil. He's not evil.
Well, that's true. He's just Darrell.
he
His
I
wife
mean,
was evil.
yes, his wife was very evil, and he was just like lawful puppy dog or chaotic puppy dog,
Yes.
and now he's just the face, and that's that. I mean, but Elliot understands
He
that.
will always be the puppet.
Yeah, Elliot understands that Tyrell could be used even to his own gains, and that doesn't necessarily make E-Corp evil any longer, especially since he changed his mind on doing the trying to reverse the 5-9 stuff.
Yes. He's man on a mission.
Yes.
Reverse it before I'm killed by White Rose. There's a ticking clock. I have until her project's finished, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever this project is, and God, I still hope it's not time travel. Dear Lord, please no. I love this show so much. Please don't let the final act really legitimately be time travel.
It certainly seems what they're setting up, but who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm ready for what's his name to show up. Elliot's friend in jail.
The rapper dude.
Yeah, the rapper dude. I can't
Um,
remember his character name, but he was, one of the Dark Army
yeah,
people. But he was awesome.
and also Dom's friend from the field. What's his name?
Well, which one?
Evil gangster dude who took the axe to what's his nuts.
Oh. I don't know if Bobby Cannavale's showing back up. I don't think they got him back for this season.
I don't know. Then that's kind of a dangling participle. Like
he's like, all right, I fulfilled my thing to White Rose, so I'm out. I'm gonna go finish writing my book. You have a good day. Sorry, I killed this dude with an axe in front of you, but it was to prove a point. Bye.
Yeah, pause. I hope not. He was great.
Yeah, I did like him a lot.
Speaking of Dom, oof,
poor Dom.
Dom is a mood.
Twitchy Dom.
Like Dom is just a mood right now. Like she's
guns on handyman.
Yep, guns on handyman. Not even like flinching. Not even apologizing for it either. Just like,
who's this guy? What are you doing in my house? I told you I had to vet everyone.
Thought you were joking, dear. I love the fact
her
that
mom is great though.
I love the fact that her mom is so completely cool with her as everything. Like this obviously Jewish woman who Jewish people not necessarily known for their great stances on homosexual relationships. I just love how she's like, you're just my daughter. I love you. Here, I met this good girl. I think you'd be great for her.
I think she's great for you. She's gonna come over for macaroni and gravy. What is macaroni and gravy?
I don't know. I don't want it though.
It sounds awful.
Actually, I mean, well, poutine. I mean, there's poutine, so that's just kind of.
Yeah, but that's potatoes. That makes a little more sense.
I mean, it's just replacing potatoes with macaroni. Maybe her mother is not lactose intolerant, gluten intolerant, and has to eat macaroni and gluten-free macaroni. I don't know. It's weird, and I don't know if I want it, but I kind of want it.
Macaroni.
Is it a thing?
It is a thing.
Huh.
Like a Sunday tradition among Italian families.
Huh. Neat.
It's a red sauce. I don't know why they call it gravy.
'Cause it's Italians.
Huh. Yeah. Macaroni and gravy.
So it's just macaroni with red sauce.
Well, and they've got like pictures. The pictures have like spaghetti in it though. That's not macaroni. It's like sausage and meatballs and red sauce with spaghetti.
So it's just spaghetti and meatballs then. That's macaroni and gravy.
Pretty much.
It's spaghetti and meatballs.
Why do you call it macaroni and gravy?
Why? That's weird. That's
macaroni
so
is
weird.
a type of pasta. And gravy is a. Okay, we're spending too much time on this. Gravy is not red sauce.
No, it is not. That
Gravy
is
is
not how
derived
that
from
works.
meat, or occasionally like a vegetable stock of some sort.
You can do mushroom gravy. Mushroom gravy is delicious.
I know.
I did a bunch of vegan stuff last year, and man, vegan gravy is just the best. Like, it's really damn good. But so freaking what's her name? Grace Gunner.
Janice?
No, freaking
Oh.
Grace Gunner. Good on her for looking great, and also feeling the mood that she's supposed to portray, even without makeup, because it is very obvious that she, as an actress, is without makeup there, and
Yeah, that was...
she still looks really great. Like, good for her.
I don't know. They may have done something to make her like eyes puffy and dark, but
Possibly.
she obviously had been sleeping.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
it's
She has good reason to be
yeah.
twitchy.
Yeah,
Last we saw her,
yeah,
Dark Army.
She went through a shootout, got involved with the Dark Army, and then watched a dude get killed with an axe in front of her with the threat of, "Hey, imagine your mother."
Yeah, he's naming your family members as he axes this guy to death.
Yeah, like,
it's like, yeah, we know everything about you, so you work for us now. Just so that's clear. We will come after your mom, your niece, your nephew, your sister. Yeah,
yeah, you're not safe. Just work for us. You're good.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
And just so to make sure that she has good intention to be paranoid, we have Janice.
Yeah. Oh, lovely Janice. She's an adorable little round woman, and she's so cute and sweet.
She's so cute and sweet and friendly and a little
she came
shy.
over for
and
macaroni and gravy.
Macaroni and gravy.
And she gets some of the doggy bag to go home with. Dom help Janice out to a car with the macaroni. It's just a little macaroni. Oh, don't do this here. Just go ahead. I'm gonna go do a thing.
Going to bed.
I got the doctor.
You kids have
in the
a
morning.
nice time.
I got the doctor in the morning. I gotta go talk to him about a thing.
Do a Jewish mother too well.
I know a few, so my remember Rachel's Very New York, and that kind of the Jewish mother thing just kind of floats around in there a lot. So you can only hang out with them for so long until you actually just start developing the accents, and you can just kind of pull it out with it whenever you want to. It drives Rachel crazy because she can't actually do it.
Oh man.
My next character, my next NPC on Exploding Dice is gonna be a little gnome woman who's just a Jewish mother.
Now, sweetheart, you just come in here and get you some food, okay? Just put a little meat on your bones.
I got
macaroni and gravy.
I got all of the mana potions and your health potions and your macaroni and gravy, and you can come in here and you gotta put some meat on your bones.
You're wasting away. Did your mother never feed you? My gosh.
God. God, I gotta make that happen now.
Oh yeah. The sweet Janice.
Oh yeah, she's so adorable.
Not what she seems.
And she's a taxidermist. I do love the taxidermy. You must have been into stuffed animals when you're a kid. I love the deadpan. No, not really.
No, not really.
And then we figure out why she's a taxidermist, because apparently she's real good with the knife.
Real good with a knife.
Yeah,
you can shoot me. It's fine.
You can
there
strangle.
Will be others.
You can strangle me till the day. You can strangle me till the cows come home, but it won't stop the rest. Oh, yeah, because she's gonna cut your mom from throat to see you next Tuesday.
Oozga.
I'm like, I mean, I was okay with the F-bombs because that was last season too, but I'm like, whoa.
Whoa, Janice. Settle down, Janice.
Yeah, easy, Janice. Down, girl. Taxidermy that language. Jeez. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Kiss your mother with that mouth. So yeah. Poor Dom. Poor Darlene and her craziness.
I'm still, like I said, I'm still not entirely sure Darlene is still real. Like now that my computer isn't dying slowly, I'm still not entirely sure Darlene's actually alive. I think she might be in a hospital room dying somewhere. I hope
That's
not.
entirely possible. It wouldn't shock me because anything is possible in this show.
Yeah. So the A plot going along of dealing with baby Busey and the fallout of that, and finding this banker guy who works for this bank, and we go to his apartment with a delivery because we're gonna spoof his Wi-Fi. And
No, I knew before they walked in. I was like,
oh yeah,
that's not
yeah,
a real dude.
yeah. No,
Like,
they,
no,
they
we
got
walked
to
in.
they got to the building, and I'm like, oh yep, there's definitely something going on here. Like that, things are going too well for the heroes, which is never a good thing in this show.
No, never. And then they
See?
kept showing you all the clues. It's like, why
Yeah.
is it taking Elliot so long to figure this out?
Yeah,
It's like the picture frame has the stock photo in it with the barcode.
yeah, exactly. Like the moment, like
There's
he
dust
should.
on everything.
Yeah, there's no reason why Elliot would have taken that long to figure that out. Between him and Mr. Robot, who has proven to be hyper analytical of any situation that he's put in.
Now, Mr. Robot kept telling him not to go there. It's like, no, this is a bad idea. This is a bad plan.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do this. We're moving too fast. We need to think about this. But Elliot's like, no. We got no time. Listen to Mr. Robot, Elliot. He knows
Yeah,
what he's talking
seriously.
about. Listen to that other part of your brain.
You surrendered that part of your brain to Mr. Robot. Freaking listen to it. Like seriously. And then yeah, it turns out Mr. Robot's right. And then I like Elliot getting dragged out of there kicking and screaming. Also, I don't know why, but I freaking want Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles are so good.
I don't remember the last time I had Fruity Pebbles.
Dude, like
But it might be good. I can't imagine them being good. But
they're so yummy. Like they actually have slight bits of fruit flavor. It's like Skittles. Like it is, it's fruit adjacent.
full of skills.
But like it's super yummy. And also you can make like bars out of it, like Rice Krispie treat bars.
Now, those are good. I have had those, I think.
And then you can make it with like Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles too. And those are really, really good. We made those for Halloween not Halloween, Christmas treats last year. And
Cool.
really, really good. Also it's just it's a guilty pleasure. Fruity Pebbles are definitely a guilty pleasure.
No, I understand. It's Lucky Charms for me.
That's Rachel's. Like we literally
It's-
just bought a huge bag of the Lucky Charms stuff.
That's just straight childhood in my mouth.
Yeah,
That sounded terrible.
kind of like Baby Busey.
Oh, golly. Hey, Mr. Robot. What's happening? Who knows? What's
Yeah.
gonna happen? But
So
I'm curious to find out.
when they injected Elliot with the stuff, and I'm like, me being a fan of this show, I'm like, it would not surprise me if Elliot actually died and the point of view character switched to Darlene. Like,
It's like, look, Rami Malek is really expensive now.
super expensive.
So we're killing him in the first episode.
Yeah, but like I was really.
I know
I'm
he's
like,
the main character, but
but I'm like, it would not surprise me if he just bit it in the first episode. Like, I definitely don't want him to, but yeah, like if they pulled that card, sure, that is par for the course for this show. Like,
but apparently it wasn't.
nope,
Why
because
it was Price because he's the honeypot manager. I don't know.
I think
I
Price.
guess we'll find out.
Yeah, Price wants something out of Elliot, obviously, because
Oh yeah, I'm sure he
Price
wants to take
is-
White Rose down too.
Price is a villain. He may not be the villain, but he is a villain. Like, he is definitely the mid boss. Like, there's no way I could see Tyrell becoming the surprise main villain of the show way before I see Price doing it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not worried about Price.
Yeah, Price is a minor villain at best.
He's a minor villain.
If he makes it through, well, you said we have 13 episodes this season. If he makes it through 6, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, he may make it to the halfway point. We'll see. We will see.
Since they are not afraid of killing people now. So, yeah. Not that they were before, but man, oof.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about a new show, shall we?
Yeah.
Talk about
let's.
some Batwoman. Warmon.
I fixed it. I can read
Batwoman.
it properly now.
When the DCWU was young, the studio gods refused the DC A-listers. No Superman, no Batman, no Wonder Woman, and no Lieutenant Yah. It was a blessing in disguise because those properties are basically cursed. Fans don't know what they want. Studios are too scared to give them anything new, and that's why we've seen Bruce Wayne's parents die 50 goddamn times. It's also where Marvel got lucky, starting out with then lesser characters like Iron Man and Captain America. Fortunately, Arrow turned out to be the best live-action Batman adaptation to date, so it seems fitting that we have a member of the Bat family to take over when the Arrow Cave shuts down for good. And after showing up in last year's crossover event, Batwoman is already showing some potential. First off, since this is a DCWU show, the checklist. Hero is a beautiful young person. Check. Hero shows a lot of chest within the first few scenes. Check. Flashbacks. Check. Narration. Check. Flashbacks with narration. Check. Judgmental father figure. Check. Family members presumed dead. Check. Villain with an intimate knowledge of the hero. Check. Sibling melodrama. Check. Strange love interest in a new relationship. Check. Nerdy person in chair constantly complaining about how they shouldn't do the thing just before they do the thing. Check. So far, so formula, but like Walter White would say, if the formula works, then you cook. And Batwoman cooks, for the most part. Ruby Rose is okay. The supporting cast is coming along nicely, and the city is generally being fleshed out well enough. It looks like Batman is being used in the same way Superman was in Supergirl, so expect him to show up eventually, stick around for a few episodes, and then go off to find his son or something, with Gotham safe in her hands.
Alright, so that's Batwoman.
I take umbrage. I take the bridge to your thinking that Ruby Rose is only okay. She's fantastic in this.
Yeah, I thought she was good. Really jealous of her hair.
Yeah, her hair looks.
Her hair game is on point.
Yeah, like she just in general is just a striking individual. Like she is just and she's such a poignant figure too. When I found out that she was playing Batwoman, I could not have been happier. But because she was on Orange is the New Black, and that's where I discovered her. Mm-hmm. And like I've kind of low key I follow her on like pretty much all of the platforms, and she's just a fantastic person. And I could not have been happier when I found out she was Batwoman. But she's such a lovely individual, like, and she's such a good actress.
Yeah, I thought she was solid.
Yeah, and it's not even.
There's a little bit of stiffness, like there is with any pilot, especially on a CW show.
Yes,
rarely does everyone kind of click in to the first one. You got to kind of.
Yeah, especially like I mean, Flash I think was the exception that proved the rule.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason,
but they kind of introduced him so early in Arrow.
But they didn't introduce any of the other people though.
True.
Everybody else was new. And
true. But Cisco was just, that's just a lucky pull. It's just good casting.
Yeah, and Luke Fox, who I will try my desperate not to say Lucius Fox, but it's gonna happen, so that'll be our new drinking game.
Well, I mean, what is it? Son?
It's a son.
Nephew? Okay.
It's a son, I believe.
Grandson?
I'm 99% sure it's a son. But
because everyone's related.
Because Bruce Wayne is not that old in this. He's Ruby Rose's older cousin. So
that's true.
Which is a thing. It's a thing. Kate Kane is related to the Waynes in the comics. I don't know a ton about Batwoman, so I'm not going to go on tangents like I did with Iron Fist and them. I don't know her rogues gallery very well. I know she is a cousin to Bruce Wayne, like even in the comic books. So that trope of everybody being related was established when she was introduced, like back in 2003 or something. And I know she turned into a vampire one time. So
like you do.
Can't wait for that arc.
I'm into it.
But yeah, so I'm not going to go on too many tangents of her comic book history unless they start pulling through lines to stuff that I know of, because I could see them doing Batman adjacent storylines. Because I know who Alice is, because the whole like wonderland of crime, and yes, it's called that, exists in Gotham. You have the Mad Hatter, which we saw in Gotham. You have Tweedledum Tweedledee. You have Alice. You have the whole thing. And I wish they would have came up with a more creative thing called than the Wonderland of Crime. But hey, here we are, because comics.
Well, it's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it was pretty obvious right away as the moment you were introduced to Alice, it was like, yep, that's her sister. There was no doubt in my mind whatsoever.
I didn't put it together right away, but
the moment she started talking, she was the daughter that your dad never, that you were the daughter that your dad never wanted. She's the daughter that yada, 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 which never really came across on screen. But then again, her dad is not great. So there's that.
Not the best at putting together things. But, daddy issues, gotta check that box, because CW show.
But also, he's not that great on camera in general, so...
Yeah, he's not great. He's not great.
Yeah.
Neither is the dad on Arrow, so...
And neither is the dad on Black Lightning. Oh, that's the main character!
Oh, jeez. Let's not talk about the mom on Black Lightning.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
God, I hope it's Thunder and Lightning on the crossover and not...
I was rewatching Pushing Daisies, and she showed up.
Oh, no!
I totally forgot. I didn't realize it was her. I was like, who is that? I didn't recognize her because she had hair, long hair. Man, I pulled it up. I was like, oh, it's Lynn.
God, Pushing Daisies is such a good show.
It's an amazing show.
Is that on Disney Plus? I forget.
It's on Prime, the first season for free.
Yeah, but it's an ABC joint, so
and it is on CW Seed.
Disney Plus premieres.
Anyway, narration.
Yep.
Oh no, I was abandoned by Batman, and I hate Batman. Oh wait, that wasn't. That was resolved quickly. Batman's cool again.
I'm kind of glad they didn't continue on with that storyline, though.
I was like, oh, they're gonna drag this out for a while. It's like, oh no, they went ahead and resolved it.
And thankfully, really, the only show that has pacing issues, at least when I was still watching it, was Arrow. Like everything else seems to get the plot in and out. Like Legends is really good with this. Flash is really good with this. Supergirl's okay with it, but like the only one that seems to have that issue where like you have a C plot that runs through the entire season is Arrow. At least it was. I haven't watched Arrow in like 3 years, so 4 years.
It's a 10-episode season, so they're gonna have to tighten it up.
No, I don't mind. I'm just gonna. It'll be funny when we start talking about it next week or in the next show. We're like, I don't know, man, freaking stuff, I guess.
All right. Well, my only other notes are Batman disappeared 3 years ago. No one's seen Bruce Wayne for 3 years. Nobody made the connection?
Nope.
Nobody?
Nobody. Nobody is making this.
Where is Bruce Wayne? I don't know. He just left.
Yeah, it's the most eligible bachelor in Gotham. Just ups and pieces the fuck out the same day Batman does, huh?
Weird.
Funny how that works.
So weird. Then I found the Batcave, and now I'm Batwoman.
Yeah, like it was fine. It was fine.
And then they made the Zorro reference.
Yeah.
So there's that. And what a twist! It's her sister. Oh no! But no. I mean, overall, it was. It was a pilot, but it was pretty solid. I like the characters. I think mostly they're pretty well acted.
Yeah, even
especially
Alice.
For a CW show.
Yeah, even Alice is pretty okay.
Alice is kind of doing chew the scenery things, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fully okay with that with my villains. Like, it's when the heroes start doing that, that's where the issue is. Like, Laurel fucking Lance. The villains, like, I want my villains because villains aren't really going to last long. Like, come in, chew up the scenery, make your point, and then leave. Like, that's I'm okay with that. And I looked at the IMDb, and I don't think Alice is going to make it through the season for no particular reason. But she's definitely only 6 episodes on IMDb.
Huh. Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to bring her back as the sister or not. But hey, because she was definitely listed credited only as Alice on there. So they may do a thing where she's only Alice for 6 episodes, and then
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Luke Fox needs somebody to riff off in the Batcave. So
yeah, you can't
have one dude in the chair.
you can't just have the nerd. Like that's not how this works, because that does get boring fast.
You have to have the attractive female scientist and the gay friend.
Yeah, true.
Or in this case, would it be the straight friend?
Oh, and is the attractive female scientist a scientist or a male in this one? I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? We're sticking to the formula. We're just twisting it because we woke.
Yeah, see woke.
Which is fine. I don't have a problem with it.
No, I'm fully down. I am actually a lot better with shows acknowledging that there are problems in today's universe and that there's things that need to be changed and being woke than kind of just trotting over horrible things that should no longer be happening. So
Amen.
Cool. Like I don't mind it at all. Like because
and the Kate Kane love story flashback stuff was good and made sense, and
yeah,
it was good character motivation / arc, and
right,
and paid off in a I don't know way, but okay, I'm sure
all of it just kind of worked. It wasn't great, it wasn't terrible, but it just kind of worked. They did a very convincing job on this, and it just kind of all works, and I'm good with that. It didn't
feel forced.
Because if it didn't work by now, there would be the bigger issue. Because they've been at this for so long that there's no point, there's no chance, there's no reason for it not to work.
Yeah, it's like putting Supergirl in pants.
Right. Speaking of, let's talk about Supergirl.
Good, you caught my segue.
I did.
Supergirl. I was swinging that segue around and you hopped on.
I did. Let's see what Darrell has to say about it.
Supergirl Season 5, Episode 1, Wasted Show Title. Meanwhile, in the super woke corner of the multiverse, Clark Kent struggles with keeping his power secret from his best buddy Lex Luthor. Wait, that's Smallville. Kara Danvers struggles with keeping her power secret from her best buddy Lena Luthor. Lena already knows, however, and her futuristic digital assistant, which I shall name Alexa Luthor, is eager to help her get revenge.
No!
And I do mean eager. That thing is like Microsoft's Clippy, literally saying, "You appear to be trying to kill Supergirl. Would you like some help with it?" Even though her suit has survived worse, Supergirl's cape is damaged by a T-Rex so that Brainiac can build her a new one, a magical Iron Man nanosuit that can tell the difference between casually and dramatically removing one's glasses. And not only did the suit transformation take forever, but it also looked pretty expensive. I have a feeling that the camera will cut away a lot while she changes in future. Also, Supergirl collapses a tiny indoor black hole by firing eye lasers into it from the event horizon. Naturally.
Because Supergirl. Because super people. Because... Oh boy. All right. So I'm glad, other than plot progressions, nothing ever changes in Supergirl.
I like the new suit. It's nice.
I do too. I do like the fact that it is basically just Smallville with ladies, and I'm good with that.
It's fine. Did I see in the flashbacks that Lex Luthor was John Cryer? Is that
Yes.
Well, good. I'm glad he's still getting work.
Just to get the shit beat out of him by Superman that nobody remembers.
I don't know. I didn't see it because I saw the first 3 episodes of Supergirl and then never went back.
Yeah,
I'm jumping in 5 seasons later.
Again, we discussed this in a pre-show. Really, the only continuity that matters is post-CW when it actually joined the Arrowverse. So season 2 on. So you've only really missed 4.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, there's a Luthor and they're friends, but she doesn't trust her because she didn't tell her she was Supergirl, but then she did, but now she's just using it to manipulate her because she's a Luthor and she's evil and she wants to kill Supergirl and then okay.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. You have a whole bunch of comic book stuff going on.
Comic book stuff. We get
Dax is Brainiac 5 from the future, from the Legion of Superheroes. So all of the super smart things that he does make sense because he is and I quote, 31st level intellect.
Is that the one they call Brainy?
Yes.
Okay.
He's from the 31st century. He is a descendant of the Brainiac that you know. And yeah, he's super smart and half robot, half alien from the future. So
and can feel love.
Yeah.
So it's Brainiac, but he's been taught to feel love.
Yeah, basically. Yes.
He's a robot you can hug.
He's adorable. Like he's such an adorable actor too. Like I haven't watched Supergirl in a couple seasons. Supergirl was one of the ones that I watched Supergirl pretty religiously with Kia, and I watched Flash pretty religiously with AJ up until last season was the last one. Like those two I was caught up on until last season. So the Legion of Superhero stuff that's come through and things like that.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. I don't know any of these people, and yet they all look vaguely familiar. Because CW, I guess.
Yeah, they're all attractive people that make their rounds.
The attractive brunette lady, and the attractive blonde lady, and the handsome man with the impressive mane of hair, and
so all right. So you have Supergirl,
and the ideal male specimen that is Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen, the man upon man.
You're not my Jimmy Olsen. You're far too.
You're far too attractive. Rachel looks at him as we're watching. She goes, "Jesus, when did Jimmy get hot?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's right. You didn't watch this show."
Jimmy Olsen, smooth and convincing.
Yep, it was one of our we had that show title a long ass time ago.
I think that was the show title for our Supergirl pilot review.
Yep, I
and
believe
he's
it
still
was
just as smooth and convincing, and God, it's unfair that any man should be
that
attractive in a man.
You are not wrong, man. Oh my God. And he's so sweet and generous and kind and stop being fucking perfect.
Stop that.
You're not allowed to be so perfect.
You're Jimmy Olsen. You're supposed to be a dork with a camera.
You're supposed to be Superman's pal who turned into a raccoon turtle once. Not literally the greatest person in the world. You have her sister who came out as a lesbian because wokeness.
Oh yeah, okay, I forgot that was her sister.
Yep, her sister is the attractive brunette with the short hair.
Right.
Dating the attractive brunette with the longer hair who is is working now for that's Jimmy's girlfriend.
And she's working for the Luthers, right?
Yeah, she's working for the Luthers.
Medical research, something.
No, that's Jimmy's
also
girlfriend.
Very smart and hot.
That's Jimmy's girlfriend.
Okay.
Keep up with the relationships, Jess. Then you have Martian Manhunter, who is John, John Jones, the authoritative father figure who does not have daddy issues with the group, because that is one thing that they stepped on, said, "Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you. I didn't think you could handle it at a time. Okay, we're cool. Thank you. I appreciate that."
Moving on.
They didn't fight. They didn't do anything. It was, "What do you mean you're a Martian? What do you mean you're as strong as I am? Sorry, I didn't think you could handle it. I apologize. Okay, don't do it again. Okay, I won't. Are you my daddy again? Yes, I'm your daddy again." Not in a weird way, but like father figure way.
Because daddy.
Because daddy, yep. Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay. I laugh so hard because I know that's going to end up being our show title.
It might not be. There's some good ones in there.
There are some good ones in there. Jeez. and then you kind of just get caught up, and they do a pretty decent job of explaining, it's like a little bit too ham-handed of this is this person and this is what is going on.
This is Lena Luthor. She hates Supergirl now because
they
this.
they make sure they say Lena Luthor's name like 4 or 5 times so you know who they're talking to and about.
Here's new lady. She's a friend, in quotes, of
Yeah.
Lena Luthor, and she's taking over the paper now. Jimmy used
Leg
to run it.
asp.
Leg asp, and she's gonna make everyone write BuzzFeed articles because clicks.
Yep, Catco is becoming BuzzFeed. I mean, you're not wrong. And Supergirl's getting a Pulitzer, but yet somehow everything is down because that's how that works.
That's exactly how that works. You didn't know?
That's 100%. A prestigious award gets awarded to a newspaper in a major metropolitan city, and yeah, absolutely.
And
viewership
all the subscribers just cancel their subscriptions immediately.
It's too popular. This is a hipster ass Washington D.C. analog. Fuck this shit. Yeet the newspaper.
We got click problems.
Yeet it right out the window.
We got cape problems.
Yeah, I got cape problems from Sonic Destroyer Lady, who I don't know. And
yeah, I've already forgotten her name.
Yeah, I don't remember either. And then a
She
little
was there
shape-shifting
and
psychic girl. And
she came out of the Phantom Zone.
yeah, she came out of the Phantom Zone.
The shape-shifting little girl, yeah.
Who turned into a
dinosaur.
Who turned into a T-Rex and beat
really
the shit
bad
out of
CGI.
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah. I almost saw the strings yanking Supergirl back too. Like, man, oof.
You really can't take on a T-Rex.
Yeah, seriously.
Kryptonite.
Take your kryptonite T-Rex.
And then they made a black hole in the middle of a theater because black holes are the theme.
Yep.
In case you were wondering. And then we played Supermassive Black Hole by Muse because we like to do things on the nose.
Yeah.
We also like to play Flash Queen.
Yeah.
We want to be on the nose. But hey, it's a good song, so it's fine.
It is. Both those songs are really good. So yes.
Both those songs are great. I was just like, it just kicked in. I was like, this. I looked over at Katie. I was like, is this Supermassive Black Hole? She's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, huh. That's on the nose.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, nobody ever touted the CW shows for subtlety. It's not SW for subtly woke, Jazz. Jeez.
You're clearly woke.
Yes.
Certainly woke. We are ceaselessly woke.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get a lot of setup for much of anything in the outside of the drama.
That, I guess little girl bad guy is the season villain, maybe.
Maybe
Lena Luthor also.
Or the Schmelmexmer that she's developing.
And I'm just gonna fly into the black hole and do the thing. You shouldn't do the thing. Oh, it worked out. Cool. That's done.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess that these black holes are actually all connected, and there's reasons for all of them. That's my guess on this.
So I'm glad it worked out. And then at the end, somebody got kidnapped, and I don't know if I'm supposed to know who they were or not.
I don't remember who that was.
It looked like a woman, like a waitress at a diner or something.
I don't remember. That tells you how big of an impact that part made on me.
It may have been like an after credit scene or something, or at the very, very end. I don't know.
So
we didn't mention that on Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Tell them and he was dying, and then the credits came up. I was like, huh, okay. Guess we'll see where that goes. Oh, stop the credits. He's back alive.
It was well done too. Just the drop
of
all sound to just the produced by Sam S-Mail.
Anyway,
the guy who
Supergirl.
chases a big white whale.
Supergirl ran into a black hole.
Yeah, because if you think that a super person can't do something, then you are wrong. Like, there's a reason why Supergirl is more focused on the people than any of the other shows, because literally can do anything. Leads to, I don't know, movies like Men of Steel and freaking Batman versus Superman. Like, That is one thing that I will give Supergirl. It's less focused on.
You gotta write your characters well if they can do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
If there's nothing, external
And
crisis to drive the plot, then
yeah, exactly.
something else has to.
Kara
Goes to
is
your
a
characters.
Kara and her actress are really good and have done a very good job over the years. She has been
Agreed.
one like I'm fully secure on the fact that Flash is only good because it's a supporting cast. She owns her show. And while Jimmy Olsen is fantastic and super attractive and way better than anybody ever should be, and her sister is pretty much the same way, and everybody's super hot and super good, she is the star of that show. And she does it very well. She is a good actress, and the character is written fairly well now that they're not doing as many, oh my God, my boyfriend things.
Oh no, he's the bad guy. And he was the bad guy the whole time. What a twist.
Yeah, now that they are treating her like a grown-ass woman and not a girl, like she has become a really good star. And
And she gets to wear pants now.
Yeah, she gets to wear pants now. And yeah, it's because New 52 costumes.
Gotta launch a new toy line.
Yep. Yeah, we can't keep selling the same skirted Supergirl. So
Pants
and a fancier outfit with more lines on it because reasons. It looks fine. I'm just grumpy because it's the fucking New 52 costume. Same reason.
Flash.
Same reason I don't like Flash's outfits. Hey Darrell, what's about Flash?
Flash, Season 6, Episode 1. You get a speedster, and you get a speedster. Everyone gets a speedster! After a slight recap and a heartfelt scene where Barry and Iris lose their daughter's final message, we skip forward to what the gang have been doing over the summer holidays. And it looks like chasing down fast people is the order of the day, with incrementally better Godspeed clones going out for a run. As for the gang's daily life, Cisco is enjoying being a regular human with a regular human relationship. Barry and Iris mourn the loss of a daughter they know they'll meet again someday, and they mention building a chamber that will allow Barry to speed think, because using technology to enhance intelligence has never caused problems before at all. Oh, and there are black holes here too, but no Supergirl to fire eye lasers into it.
Yeah, we just have Barry running really fast into them.
Running really fast into the Speed Force, and because
that's how black holes work. You can outrun black holes. Good job, Barry.
It's not like they bend light.
Yeah, I suppose if you are bending light, it doesn't ever been proven that they destroy light. Thusly, he runs faster than light, so therefore could, theoretically speaking, outrun a black hole because he does run faster than time. So, which is defined as the speed of light. So, black holes not being proven to destroy light, just absorb it and bend it. There could be some weird pseudoscience behind it, or it's just malarkey because it's the Flash.
Yeah, it's the Flash. Like, hand-wavy science is what they do.
Yeah, it's literally the name of the game. Like,
that's how did the Flash get his powers? Hand-wavy science.
Lightning bolted quote-unquote chemicals. Which admittedly is better than the original Flashes, which got his powers through hard water. I'm not joking.
What?
Yeah, the original Flash, Jay Garrick, got his powers through hard water. I'm not joking. That's a thing.
Okay. I'm not saying I don't believe you.
You just don't believe me. No, it's a thing.
I just don't understand how it's a thing.
Admittedly, it's not, and they've come clean to saying that it's not like the hard water that comes out of your faucet. It's an elements.
No, I don't know. I mean, Golden Age comics, everyone got their powers in weird ways.
Oh, yes.
Fun. If it wasn't cosmic space rays, it was hard water, you know?
And Silver Age didn't get any better with lightning bolt and quote chemicals.
Dark matter and a matter collider.
Yeah,
thing.
so
super collider.
Super
That's
collider.
What I'm trying to say.
So here we have the launching point to the actual what we're doing this season for all of the CW universe right now.
Yes, the crisis.
The Crisis.
The crisis.
Which has been teased since literally episode 1 of The Flash. So well done on them for allowing continuity to kind of go through that. And it was very touching with them losing their daughter and her needing to find her jackets.
Yeah, that's what Flash always did best was its characters.
Yeah,
they gave them they're serious enough, but they're not overly serious. Though sometimes they get there because CW, it's okay.
Yeah,
but they always have a levity to them, and
exactly they don't step on themselves too often.
They don't take themselves too seriously because. Hoo boy.
Yeah.
Hoo boy, the hand wavy signs in the show.
Yeah, you have to have comic book weirdness in this show or else it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it embraces the comic book weirdness, and that's what I think makes this show good.
Oh, 100%. That's the reason why also Legends is really good too. Like they just embrace the fact that they are kind of ripping off Doctor Who and they run with it. Like including having a companion from the Doctor in there. Like the fact that they don't take themselves too seriously. The villains aren't too serious. If you are surprised by the fact that Barry is fighting speedsters all the time, don't be, because it's literally been every villain in this show.
Well, I mean, what else can you have?
Again, when you're
I have super strength. Oh, I won.
When your hero can do anything, you have to face a wall, and when your hero can run faster than the speed of light, you have to have something that can overcome that. Thankfully, this season it's not going to be a speedster as the end boss. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you who it's going to be, and it's probably not going to end well for Barry.
Well, he's apparently supposed to die. That's what.
Oh yeah.
That's what random spaceman said.
I can't wait for December for me to actually go into what the Crisis on Infinite Earths is. It is a seminal piece of comics, and one of the best stories and comic series has ever been written, like in any universe ever. So I will be very interested to see how they handle this.
Indeed. But I did miss a lot. I don't know who half of the people are here.
So Caitlin has superpowers now.
Caitlin has superpowers. She's Killer Frost, but apparently that's like some kind of dual personality thing.
Yeah, they are separate. They are Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They are completely separate.
But they're working it out.
Yeah,
now
and
they're going to start taking turns.
Yeah, she becomes Professor Hulk.
Yes, they talk to each other. There's a stretchy man.
Ralph Dibny.
There's that guy. Cisco has a girlfriend.
That was new for me too.
Okay.
That was late last season where
he had powers, but he doesn't anymore.
Yep, he was Vibe, and now he is not Vibe anymore. He is Vibeless.
Is Iris's dad remarried?
Yeah, he remarried.
Okay, Iris and Barry are married.
Yep,
and had a future daughter.
Yep,
but when they changed the timeline, she vaporized her.
Yep, went back to her time.
She went wibbly wobbly.
Yep, she has a time abnormality, so that was handled. As in the rules of the universe on that one, they handled that one very well. All within the rules that they set up. They did not invent new rules for that one, thankfully.
Dr. Handsome, was he previous thing, or did they just introduce him?
Oh, you mean Mohinder from Heroes, who does the same fucking thing that he does in Heroes? It's literally the same character.
Injects himself with dark matter?
Yes, it's literally the same character from Heroes. Like, I'm looking at him like that face and that voice look very familiar. Where the god damn it, it's the same fucking character. A different name.
You're a different name. My face is so handsome. Look at my face. Give me the dark matter.
I'm gonna be a bad guy for about 3 or 4 episodes and then go away because that's what this show does.
Don't make me use the smolder.
You had red black holes in this one. So as the A plot of this.
Yes, created by a YouTuber.
Yep. Who stole stuff out of junkyards and made highly physical devices out of them. And I'm not
I'm
talking
sure he's
about
not going to be joining Team Flash.
Nope, not at all. Nope, just he has special effect eyes, and they're developing a machine that needs to be able to think at super speed. No, he's definitely not at
Oh,
all.
not this guy who built a black hole generator out of
Yep.
junkyard parts.
Yep, nope, he's not at all going to be important or used at the rest of this season at all whatsoever.
Also, he's comedic.
Yes.
What's up? It's your boy. Like and subscribe. We're gonna make some black holes today, everybody.
Yeah, he's not. You're never going to see him again. No, not at all.
I'm sure of it.
This is not. See, these shows are not Gotham. They're not going to set up a payoff as thing in one episode. Like things are resolved pretty quickly. It's definitely not the Gotham 5 minutes later payoff.
Well, sometimes they let it go over to the next episode and pay it off at the beginning of the next episode.
It happened like 3 times in the entire series.
All
and
right.
None of it was Mr. Cupcake.
Oh, so disappointed.
So
disappointing that Mr. Cupcake didn't return.
Still angry about Mr.
Missed
Cupcake.
opportunity, Gotham.
Yep.
Missed opportunity.
But yeah, we have a setup of a guy who's at the end of the episode also absolutely not important whatsoever. No, not important at all. He will not play a part in the rest of the Omniverse whatsoever.
We're talking about random spaceman who showed up, or
Yep,
Dr. Handsome turning himself into a supervillain?
The spaceman at the end. He's not important at all. You can forget him.
Well, I'm sure.
But you may want to, even if you do, you may want to monitor his activities.
On other shows?
Yes. He's, you can stick to your monitors on that one. Darrell, laugh, damn it. Darrell understands. When he listens to this in like 3 days when I get around to posting, editing and posting it. But again, yeah, you had a lot of setup in this one. You had the villain and the monster of the week, quote unquote monster of the week, resolved because we don't kill people. We're not like that bastard Oliver Queen.
I thought he stopped killing people. Is he back to killing people?
I think he's back to killing people. I don't freaking know.
Whatever.
We make the joke of you hating Arrow. I really don't like it either, so I stopped watching it too. I watched the crossover and like there's like 3 Black Canaries and then there's this guy who wears like the Casey Jones mask. Like I don't freaking know anymore.
I don't know. All I know is Darrell swears that it's the best, and every time I watch it, I'm sorry, Darrell. It's just the worst.
I mean, so to be fair, it is still the best. I'll give him the best live action Batman because the rest of them have been really bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
And don't say the Nolan Batmans. I dare you to go back and watch them. They're not even fun to watch. Like Heath
the
Ledger's
second one's pretty fun to watch because of Heath Ledger, but
yeah, Heath Ledger's Joker's literally the only redeeming thing in that second movie, and like it's not good. It's not good at all. So
but
I mean,
you also hate Batman.
Outside of the Keaton Batman, which is okay, doesn't really age super well. I watched it recently because Sci-Fi Channel was doing a Michael Keaton marathon for whatever reason. So like Beetlejuice was on, and then Batman, and then Batman Returns came on, and then I wonder why they give so much shit to the Schumacher Batman when that movie's bad. Like
yeah, Batman Returns was, whoo boy.
Yeah.
They're like, man, Tim Burton, you're awesome. You did so great. You know what? You just do whatever you want with the second one. Just go nuts.
They give the Schumacher Batman shit. Like, oh my god. But yeah, so I rewatched that, and it's definitely okay. But yeah, it doesn't age super well. It doesn't age as well as like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the 80s. 80s were a weird time, man.
They were. But yeah, so yep, A plot resolved, monster of the week, which is what Flash's kind of bread and butter is having a monster of the week and then having an underlying plot that goes through the entire series or season.
And I'm okay with that, Darrell. I just prefer a nice, tight single story season.
You're not gonna get that with Flash.
But I know.
Ever.
No, I don't expect to because it's not the way the show's built.
Yeah, that
It wouldn't
show's
work
built
with
like
Flash.
a comic book. Yeah, that
It
show's
would be
built like a
3
comic book.
episodes long.
Yeah, exactly. It is when you're building like a comic book, you are building for the trade paperbacks, and that's what the Flash does. Is you get your monster of the week, but building towards the end of the trade paperback, and occasionally you'll get like
It's not like you're.
the arc is kind of more out there, like it was a couple seasons ago when they did Flashpoint. That actually gave the arc full focus on it, and that was probably the weakest season too.
Yeah, I can believe that. It's not like your Jessica Jones where you have your graphic novel that you're basing the whole season on.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's your omnibus. Squeeze it all in.
Yeah, you and also just the 1 or 2 graphic novels from Jessica Jones, whereas you have literally one of the first comic books ever created in freaking Flash and action comics.
It's 70 years of Flash comics.
Yeah. So, just a little bit of history to parse over. And they're being held to such a high standard because of it being the Flash and being good. If the Flash was horrible, none of this shit would have ever happened.
True that.
They call it the Arrowverse, but man, Flash definitely saved it. I can guarantee that. Like, I can't see Arrow ever lasting as long as it did if the Flash was bad.
I'm just surprised I know I haven't seen much Legends, but I know it's what I've seen is good and everyone says it's good.
It is.
But I also am surprised that it's lasted as long as it has.
Yeah, that one's always one that's on the bubble. Like, and I too am always surprised that it's. And I'm strictly guessing because CW doesn't necessarily like to cancel shows. I mean, freaking Supernatural has been going for like 80,000 seasons.
That's finally ending here.
Yeah, that's the final season.
Maybe I'll start it. Finish it in 2030.
I've watched the first 3 or 4 seasons of it because my friends wouldn't shut up about it, so I just sat and watched it. I'm like, yes, I can get into this. This is pretty good. And then I just stopped watching it because there's so much of it.
I know. That's the thing. You just look at it and it's just such a huge hill to climb.
Fucking 9 seasons or some shit. Like, jeez.
No, it's like 14 or 15.
Yeah, well, 9 seasons when I first started watching it, I just can't. Like,
same reason I haven't gotten into Doctor Who. There's just so much.
Yeah, but unlike Doctor Who, like you can go into the new seasons and it may be a completely different like everything.
True.
Supernatural is a through line. Like you have to watch everything because if you jump in the middle of it, like there are people there referencing things from literally a decade ago now. Like, okay, you are definitely not playing by the
wow, 327 episodes. That's a lot of episodes.
That is a lot of episodes. You are not playing by the Stan Lee rule of comics where it's always somebody's first episode. Like, you definitely have a deep through line, and bravo for you for having that. But man, like I joked around with Rachel. I'm like, hey, we should watch the final season of Supernatural. She just looks at me deadpan and goes, no. Okay.
Or not.
Because she's into it too. It's really, really good show, and it's the reason why it's ran for 33 years.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, man, it is dense. It is so dense. Speaking of dense, we should log off of here and go to bed.
We should.
I should clear this computer off so I can actually stream the next episode of this show.
Fingers crossed.
All right, guys. So
make sure you write down how you did all the the virtual cable stuff.
I don't need to do that anymore now that I've discovered that Zoom allows system audio. So.
Oh well. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Zoom handles everything now, thankfully.
Thanks,
also,
Zoom.
Yeah, you're great, Zoom. I appreciate it. All right, so if you want to contact us, you can do so. Show at geek-io.net. Also, what Flash said. Thanks, Zoom. Then he didn't because Zoom's an evil person. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias are /GeekIO Show. Our website, which has all of our stuff on it, is geek-io.net. If you want to chat with us anytime, day or night, head over to geek-io.net/Discord. If you want to give us a call, leave us a voicemail, 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK. Remember that we usually stream this show live when my computer is not running about 9,000 degrees. Twitch.tv/GeekIO Show. And you can support this stream and everything that we do on the Geek Network heading over to patreon.com/geeko, where again, as low as $1 a month, you can get a brief master feed of all the stuff that we do. Or you can support this by using your Amazon, because everybody uses Amazon, geek-io.net/Amazon. A little bit comes back our way. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Hey, holidays are coming up. Get your stuff done through Amazon and help us out here at the show, so maybe I can get a new computer so I don't have to worry about this over and over again.
Maybe someday.
Maybe. Money is rough. Oh,
Oh man. Yeah,
home ownership. Oof.
And stupid cars.
Right. Hey, Jazz.
I need some tires.
We've,
Hey,
we've had some show titles.
how about them show titles? Let's
Yeah.
go through the list.
What we
You
got?
and me. All right, we got Darlene the Unburning, Sexy Guy Legion, Show Smart My Brain, Tom's the Mood, Because It's Italians, Fruit Adjacent, Bat Adjacent, Chew Up the Scenery and Then Leave. You appear you want to kill Supergirl. Would you like help with that? A Robot You Can Hug, Because Daddy, and you get a speedster, and you get a speedster, and you get a speedster.
God, I want it to be Because Daddy, and also I don't want it to be Because Daddy. I am very conflicted, but I really like, especially the way that you say that just makes me laugh. So, episode
It's all your fault.
106, Because Daddy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Be good to one another. Love each other. Know that you are loved and cared for. And we will see you right back here next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You have been listening to a Geek.io Media Network LLC production. Would you like to convert that to pounds? Copyright 2019.
Rhino's so loud.
Thanks, Monica.
Hearts.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
When did she get married?